Here we go. This is the piece that I was talking about. It's a like an old school weightlifting strap that you would use for like as an ankle strap on like old school lifting machines and stuff like that. You can get this off of Amazon. I'll send you the link as soon as I dig it up. This is what I was originally working with, but because I don't have any much down here to kind of keep this on, it was slipping off really easy. So I ended up making something myself. I'll talk about that more in a second. But I think you can get away with this wrapped around the wrist. I think they have some different sizes, and basically your hand will stop that from sliding off the rest of the way. And depending on, and I would put the tension, I would put this loop here, so that way when it pulls down, it kind of ankles down towards your wrist. And all you'd have to do is kind of like turn it a little bit, or maybe even use your fingers that you have to grip the chain. Something like that might work well. From there, you'll hook up. I'm going to use my strap because it stays on. From there, you just grab on and hook up the same way that I basically would. Obviously, my arm is much shorter through an amputation, but it's kind of the same idea. You find a chain that ends up equaling in length once it's double. You want to create a loop of chain like this. I really wish you would have stayed up. Come here. Real quick. You want to create a loop of chain like this, maybe with some sort of a locking carabiner or something, and then a quick link. And then you just wrap it and pass it through itself. That way it grips very much the same way that a hand does, because it pinches up on itself like that. So it's not gonna start sliding back and forth as you do like touch and go reps or something like that. You hook it up onto the chain. Again, you want this on the inside a little bit because you're going to end up kind of rotating back a little. And there's your deadlift. Pretty simple. All right, I understand this is a light bar and everything, but I don't have all the pads on and stuff. But that's it. I think it's going to work exactly the same for you. Yeah, play around with maybe the ankle strap size and chain lengths and stuff, but you can pretty much move almost exactly the same as an able-bodied person through the deadlift with a strap like this. All right, and it's just what's going to be your limiting factor is how much your wrist can take as far as weight is concerned, or putting that strap on. You might be able to wrap it with like Coban or something like that, or maybe some sleeves, or cut at the end off of a sock. I actually use a bunch of socks and stuff, so that's what kind of saves me on there. That's going to be your best bet. So either one of these, or you can make a setup like mine. Basically, I took a snowboard binding and looped it around switch the ratcheting end so that it can slide into itself. I padded it up with some neoprene. There's a big heavy duty leather blocking here and a D-ring that's attached on the outside, and that gets a little bit tighter. But I don't think you're going to need something so tight. I only need it because I don't have enough flexion in my elbow to grasp an ankle strap or something like that. So with you having your wrist and your hand there, I think that's going to stop it from actually sliding off of you. Okay? So let me know what you think.